Hello students, we are doing the chapter aldehydes and ketones, and yesterday we have started their activity of aldehydes and ketones. As aldehydes are more active than ketones, there are two reasons: electronic effect and steric effect. Electronic effect means in case of aldehydes only one alkyl group is present and carbocation is present on both aldehydes and ketones. More charge in case of ketones, more is the positive charge, more is the reactivity. But in case of ketones, two electron releasing groups are attached, which decreases their positive charge and decrease the reactivity. Second is the steric effect, in which as the size of alkyl groups or number of alkyl groups increases, in case of ketones decreases the reactivity. So aldehydes are more reactive than ketones. Next are the nucleophilic addition reactions of aldehydes and ketones. In this, the first one is the addition of hydrogen cyanide, HCl. Hydrogen cyanide, like here is this is the carbonyl group, and has a positive charge like carbocation. This cyanide attached on the carbocation group, it forms intermediate product and then it changes into cyanohydrate. After this addition of sodium hydrogen sulfate, NaHSO3 hydrogen sulfide, it forms bisulfate addition compound. Like this is the carbonyl group, it reacts with the sodium hydrogen sulfide, and then the intermediate this product is which are reversible to each other, and it changes into aldehydes and ketones. Next one is the addition of Grignard's reagent RMGX to form alcohols. This is the carbonyl compound. This RMGX, it also displays positive and negative charge. It attacks on the central carbon atom, this alkyl group, and MgX with the oxygen. This addition product is formed, and then by hydrolysis, in the presence of water, it changes into alcohol. Next one is the addition of alcohols. Addition of alcohols like aldehydes only, and there is the addition of monohydric alcohols in presence of dry HCl, which forms hemiacetal and acetal compounds. Like this one is the carbonyl group with the alcohol, it forms this product hemiacetyl and acetyl. These products are formed. But in case of ketones, it do not react with the monohydric alcohols like aldehydes, because ketones react with the ethylene glycol under similar conditions to form cyclic products known as the ethylene glycol ketones. Like this is the carbonyl compound, it reacts with the ethylene glycol in the presence of HCl, similar conditions, and it changes into ethylene glycol ketones. Next one, addition of ammonia and its derivatives. Like this is the carbonyl compound, it reacts with the ammonia, it forms intermediate products, and then it changes into the derivatives. Different derivatives are formed of when it reacts with the ammonia. Next are the reduction to hydrocarbons. First one is Clemson's reaction. Clemson reaction, again this is the naming reaction. Carbonyl group of aldehydes and ketones is reduced to CH2 group on treatment with zinc amalgam acid and concentrated acid, which one is HCl. This is the carbonyl compound, zinc amalgam, HCl concentrated, it changes into CH2 group and second water is formed, and this reaction is known as a Clemson's reaction, in which carbonyl group of aldehydes and ketones reacted, produce CH2 group, reacted with the zinc amalgam and with concentrated HCl. Next one is Wolff-Kishner's reaction. Again naming reaction. In this, carbonyl group of aldehydes and ketone is reduced to CH group again on treatment with hydrazine NH2, followed by heating with the sodium or potassium hydroxide in high boiling solvents such as ethylene glycol. This is the carbonyl compound, NH2 is the hydrazine. By the removal of water, it changes into this product is then followed by the sodium or potassium hydroxide and ethylene glycol. On heating, it changes into CH2 group. This reaction is known as a Wolff-Kishner's reaction. Next one is the oxidation of aldehydes and ketones. Now aldehydes are oxidized to acids in presence of mild oxidizing agents like HNO3, potassium dichromate, KMnO4, potassium magnate. In this case, the case of aldehydes, which are oxidized by the mild oxidizing agents. But in case of ketones, these are generally oxidized under drastic conditions like with powerful oxidizing agents. This is the difference. Aldehydes are oxidized with mild oxidizing agents and ketones are oxidized with the powerful oxidizing agents like concentrated HNO3, KMnO4, sulfuric acid, potassium dichromate, sulfuric acid at elevated temperatures. Then it forms, there are two different products are formed by the cleavage of different carbon atoms like First one is formed by the cleavage of carbon 1 and 2, and second one is formed by the cleavage of 2 and 3 bond. Next, in this case, in case of ketones, oxidation of ketones, like if the ketones are unsymmetrical, then that alkyl group, that keto group is attached only to the similar alkyl group, smaller alkyl groups. Like in case of if the ketone group is unsymmetrical in such ways that keto group stays with the smaller alkyl groups, and this is known as a Popov's rule. Popov's rule means during the oxidation of ketones, if the ketones are unsymmetrical, then keto group stays with the smaller alkyl group, and this rule is known as a Popov's rule. Next are the haloforms reaction. In haloforms reactions, aldehydes and ketones having at least one methyl group linked to the carbonyl group atom, and methyl ketones are oxidized by sodium sulfur hypohalite to sodium salts of corresponding carboxylic acids having one carbon atom less than that of the carbonyl compound. It means given the carbonyl compounds, aldehydes and ketones which has a one alkyl group that linked to the carbonyl carbon atom, one methyl group, methyl ketones, these are oxidized by sodium hypohalites, and the product which is formed, that product has a one less carbon atom than the carbonyl group. Like in carbonyl group, here are the two carbon atoms are present, but when after the reaction the product is formed, that with the halogens, that product has a one less carbon than the carbonyl. Here is two carbons are present and here is only one carbon is present. Next are the reactions of aldehyde and ketones due to hydrogens, the alpha hydrogen. First one is aldol condensation. These are of two types, aldol and cross aldol condensations. Aldol condensation means aldehydes and ketones having at least one alpha hydrogen undergoes a self condensation in the presence of dilute alkalis as catalyst to form a hydroxy aldehydes. So these reactions of aldehydes and ketones with the alpha hydrogens, given the aldehydes and ketones they have alpha hydrogens, they undergo a self condensation reaction. Like this one is the ethanol, CHO group is present. It forms 3-hydroxybutanol, aldol and aldol condensation product that but2-ene. So different products are formed, it undergoes a self condensation. Like next one is the cross aldol condensation. In cross aldol condensation, 4 different types of products are formed. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 different types of products are formed. Aldol condensation means 2 different aldehydes and ketones is called cross aldol condensation, and if both of them contain a alpha hydrogen atoms, it gives a mixture of 4 different products. Condition is when it gives the 4 different types of products, when both aldehydes and ketones they contain a alpha hydrogen, only then they give a mixture of 4 different type of products. These different products are formed when aldehydes and ketones reacts with each other. 2 different aldehyde and ketones, when both they have alpha hydrogen atoms, they produce a mixture of 4 different type of products. Rest chemical reactions we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.